This segment is brought to you by Traditions Parties and Events, a clean, chic, and cozy venue for any type of event. Your traditions must be celebrated.
Hello, El Paso. My name's Tony Lemont. This is another segment of Local Icons, and today's guest is all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada, but she's a local. She's actually from El Paso, a DJ that went to look out for her dreams in Vegas, looking for new platforms, and she's gone through various barriers, and she has quite of a journey to tell us. So let's welcome DJ Mizz V. How are you? How are you?
Hey.
DJ Mizz V. So what's up? Sorry, we just mentioned your DJ name, but what's your real name?
Vanessa Aguilar.
Vanessa Aguilar, but we're gonna stick to DJ Mizz V just to keep the artist side honest. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited.
That's awesome. Well, you know what? We were always looking for, inspiring stories, motivational stories. And a friend of ours, one of our crew members actually follows you on Instagram. And he said, hey, you need to look out and maybe reach out to DJ Mizz V. And turns out that I know one of your family members. I know your brother.
Yeah.
You guys are very talented family.
Thank you.
Aaron used to have All Access here in El Paso, a very well-known dance group. And so how's the life in Vegas?
I mean, at this moment, not very great, but I mean, Vegas is awesome and it's been so good to me, and I won't ever regret moving out here.
That's, you know what, I like going to Vegas, but I have a few friends that live over there, and they do well. I think they find new ventures and they find their passion. And so, I applaud, the move that you made, the risk that you took. And we're going to talk about your accomplishments ever since you went out there. So let everybody know, Vanessa, how Vanessa, how she was made, where you were born and raised, and how you became a DJ. Let's start with that.
Cool. So I was born and raised in El Paso, Texas, of course. My dad was actually a DJ when I was born, when my brother was born, actually a couple years before that. And he used to do parties, clubs, stuff like that. So growing up, my first toddler years, I was carrying around crates and reorganizing records and cassette tapes and stuff like that. Yeah, so I got really into music from day one, I would say. Growing up, I didn't really ever think of being a DJ, but I did learn how to DJ, technique, stuff like that. And that was just because there was no female role models in the DJ industry. So it was hard to even think that would even be a career like it is now.
Yeah.
Growing up, I was more into dance, sports, stuff like that. Me and my brother created All Access. That was a hell of a time. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Then I got married, had a daughter, and unfortunately, my husband passed away, and I decided that I needed to find something that wasn't going to take up too much of my time away from her, but was also going to make good money, but that I also had a passion in. So dance wasn't necessarily in the cards. So my brother told me, hey, there's a lot of female DJs out here. You know how to DJ, pick up a controller and start learning how to DJ. So of course it came natural. Started out at Cowboy Touch for about a year and a half.
Here in El Paso.
That was, right there on Zaragoza.
Uh-huh.
So I started there. That was so much fun. And I just realized that this is really what I want to do for the rest of my life. And if not DJing, definitely in the music industry. So my brother moved out here to Vegas, saw that there was a lot of opportunities out here, and just told me, hey, if you're more than willing to pack up and come out here and take a risk and see what you do. And I came out here, and it's just been uphill since then.
It's been 7 years in the making of pretty much another phase of your DJ career. Mm-hmm. Good job. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And so you started off at Cowboy Touch. You were a resident DJ there?
Yes.
Okay. And you never played anywhere else. Would people know you at other places if you were to mention? No. So you were.
Nope.
Loyal to Cowboy Touch, and people knew you there. Okay.
Yep.
You know, I
Yep.
think right around that time when Cowboy Touch came about, um, Cincinnati's now there. But what was the one next to it? The one was it Cabo?
Oh yeah, I don't even know if Cabo was there yet.
Okay, well, I just know that people would hop around like between three bars there, and
Yeah.
it was really, really. I mean, it was really happening. It was popping.
It really was. I
Yeah.
have pictures still that I go back and look at from Cowboy Touch, and as little as that place was, we used to pack it out.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
How was your feeling when you first packed that place up? I mean, you know, DJs have, you know, probably the most important factor, you know, to the traffic that comes into a bar. How did you feel when you were making it happen?
I mean, it was fun because as a dancer being on stage, you get that rush, you know what I mean, of like being on stage and just being able to make people happy and show your talent. So I just got that rush back when I was DJing. I remember this one specific time, I started out playing country music and then it ended up going into like 90s. And the last few minutes, I started playing a whole bunch of really slow jams. And it was like people were making out. They had to like open the windows because the windows were foggy. Like it was just so much fun. And I was like, wow,
You set the
that
mood.
Feeling. Yeah, I was like, this is
mood.
that feeling that I always wanna make sure I keep forever. So.
And so now that you mentioned country music, let me ask you, do you have a cup of tea? Like, what's your forte as a DJ? What do you like playing, or what do people know you for?
Personally, I like old school music, like 70s, 80s, R&B, soul, stuff like that, neo soul, R&B, more in the R&B old school realm. But I mean, out here, I play everything from hip hop. I've done country bars out here, Spanish, EDM, everything, anything you can think of.
Are you, well, you know what, before I go into this part of, you know, your work and your accomplishments in Vegas, you mentioned you have your daughter. That was new to me. How old is your baby girl?
She's 10 now.
10 years old.
Yeah.
Wow. And is she following your footsteps?
She likes the dancing. She's more into like the new TikTok, YouTube video stuff, but she's not really into the DJing.
At least not now.
Right? Yeah. She's more of a dancer.
I'm also sorry to hear that, you know, your husband passed away.
Thank you.
Won't get into that, but my condolences to you. And I know you've had to move on and a single mother with your daughter, and taking that risk to Vegas is, you know, it's a tough one, you know. But you know, people only make accomplishments when they risk, you know, and I think you've done well for yourself. So now, with that being said, tell us some of your biggest highlights now that you're in Vegas and you're a resident in Vegas. What happened first? Give us a little timeline. What happened when you got there? Who were the first people you met? Who got you involved?
So when I came out here, of course, my brother was here for about a year or two before. So he had his connects and stuff like that. Put me in touch with this girl named Sarah Pedraza. And she was doing this thing called Dancing DJs on Fremont Street on the stages. So she wanted my brother to do it, but it was more for females. So my brother was like, well, you know what? My sister's literally a female version of me. So he put me up there. I auditioned and I made it. And it was the greatest thing ever. Probably one of my best gigs ever because I was able to mix dancing and DJing.
Cool.
So I did that for almost 4 years straight out here. Wind, sleet, snow, cold, hot, rain, all that.
Doesn't matter.
So
you were there.
I had so much fun up there. It was cool. I was on a stage and I got to meet so many different people. I had crowds up to, if you've ever been to Fremont, I've had crowds up to maybe like 5,000 to 10,000 people.
Wow.
So I've done so much stuff from that. I did Life is Beautiful out here. In 2019, I opened up for John Legend for the New Year's Eve party at the Wynn. I was able to link up with Raz B from B2K, so I was his DJ for a while and was able to learn the music industry and putting together the Millennium Tour. So I was a big part of that, which was really cool. And now these days, I'm working with Dalvin DeGray from Jodeci. We just produced his newest single, Good Times, and I was able to be a part of the video and produce his new video, which is coming out a couple weeks. So
Congratulations.
I've really excelled a lot, and even with all the Las Vegas female stuff that we have to go through in the industry,
Yeah.
it was a lot of hard work, but I'm very proud of where I am, and I'm just happy.
Your accomplishments are definitely, need to be recognized. People in El Paso need to know, what you're doing and what you're going through to get there. But that's awesome. I mean, these artists, these are big names, man. John Legend. You also mentioned B2K. Who is this person that was in Jodeci? Did you say Jodeci?
Right. So Raz B is he was actually more of the businessman of B2K. People know him back in the day as like the one with the big lips. So when he came out here from China, I met up with him because people we mutual friends put us together, and he was working on getting the Millennium Tour, which was last year.
Yeah.
So I was able to put my hands in it and learn it and help him out put it together. So that was really big for me.
Okay,
And then
so you have your credits on that as well.
Yes, I do.
Look,
Yeah.
I want to show everyone. I'm going to take this, this opportunity to roll a little video that you've shared with us. People can actually find it on YouTube. And this video is explain to everybody what this video is about and what's going on.
So this was 2019, I believe. 2019, I believe. It was a residency at a pool called Westgate out here, and it was from April all the way to October, and this was produced by my brother. So
okay, so let's check it out.
Give him
all right, El Paso, let's check this out. This is DJ Mizz V in one of her DJ moves and DJ performances. Let's check it out.
Damn, I love that FM beat.
Oh, yeah. Woo! We're gonna take it back like this. DJ Mizz V. Oh, yeah. If you came to Vegas to party, come on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It feels good, right? It's for the grown and sexy. You know. Come on. I don't stop. Straight to the top now. I don't stop. I need me a love that's gonna make my heart rock now. I don't stop. Straight to the top now. I don't stop. I need me a love that's gonna make my heart rock now.
So that's you at the Westgate. Good stuff. So you say your brother put this together, right?
Yeah, my brother put that promo together. That's actually him on the audio too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool, man. He's always been, involved with production and dance. He's a jack of all trades, in this industry.
Yep. Definitely, yep.
Let me say something. We got to see a little bit of your figure, and
Thank you.
we actually need to touch that. You stay fit. And
I do.
so you have an image for yourself over there. I'm assuming you're that pretty hot DJ that people can hire.
Yeah, and in this industry, like anything else, as a female, you do have to stay in shape. Good thing is that I played sports my whole life, so it was really easy for me to, I guess, bounce back from the pregnancy.
Bounce back.
And I actually got into training out here a lot too. So some of the celebrities I work with, I've actually trained as well. So I get to mix my music and my training involved as well.
Wow, that's I mean, you're doing a little bit of everything for yourself over there.
Yeah.
When in this video that we just rolled for everyone, this was kind of like a pool party. Are these special events that you get hired for, or is this like a residency? What was going on at the Westgate?
So the Westgate was a residency. It's like any other casino pool out here. They get to open it out to the public. People can come in. This specific residency was family oriented. So we had kids, we had adults, we had all different types of people. So I was able to play a little range of everything. And that was so much fun. And I met so many people there.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Yeah.
The amount of network that you can build potentially is outrageous. You mentioned a few of the people that you're working with. These are already celebrities. You know, I'm sure can open the doors to a lot of other opportunities as well. Right?
Definitely, definitely.
So what's new for DJ Mizz V? What's coming up? What are your ultimate plans?
So right now, actually, right before this interview, I just got off with the phone. I got off the phone with Raz B, and he wants me to come out to Atlanta from now until the rest of the year to work on a couple of singles with him. Because I also do producing a little bit on the back end, music wise. And then also, since I just put together the video for Dalvin the Great, he saw the work I did with that, and he wants to help me get into more into like producing videos and stuff like that. So I'm looking into, of course, still working with Dalvin on his new album, and then working with Raz B in Atlanta to start getting some of his videos out.
And is your ultimate goal to become a well-known DJ or a well-known producer?
Actually, my dream is actually to become an artist manager.
Okay.
I've always been really big into managing stuff like that, but I didn't really know a lot about it until I met Raz, and until a lot of these artists are able to like see my potential and give me work to do.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to find a lot more interest in managing artists. So eventually I do want to kind of get out of the DJing, maybe not necessarily like get out of it completely. I mean, I feel like I'll always DJ, but I do want to get more into the producing and artist management field. But I definitely just want to stay in music as much as I possibly can.
Man, this is great that we're doing this interview, Vanessa, because a lot of artists are approaching us, not just to get on the show, but wondering if there's ways to record or be represented. And here, Live and Talented, this is a separate project from our main company, LAT Studio, Latin American Talent. And we do represent models and actors, but we get so many calls for, artists wondering if we know anybody. So we got to send them your way.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And I think this is, again, network, just this week, we interviewed another individual, another local icon. You might be familiar with him. I don't know if you know, his name is Raul Hernandez. And he's actually a cinematographer or / DP, director of photography, for huge videos for like Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Cristian Nodal, Banda, these Mexican artists that are huge. There's a company that he works with out of California called Skeet TV. And maybe we need to get you in contact with him as well. You're gonna need a network.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have so many artists under my belt right now. I'm actually working with a country artist as well that just got signed to a label, and he's one of the first ones that actually wants to sign me on as his manager. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm just waiting till this world opens up so I can get out on tour, because my bags are packed.
You're like, baby girl, get your duffel bag. Let's go.
Yeah. And now that she's older, she's a lot more willing to, it was harder when she was younger. She had to stay around family and stuff like that. But now that she's older, she's like, shoot, let's go. I'm down.
You know what? So your daughter is, your daughter has like not siblings, but cousins because of Aaron. Does Aaron have kids?
Yeah, he has one, and he's actually just about to have another next month.
So are you guys the only two siblings that are over there, or do you guys have additional family over there?
So we actually have my mom over here, and my dad is still in El Paso, and we have a younger sister, but she passed away 3 years ago as well. So.
Oh my God, Vanessa,
I know. That's a whole nother interview.
Yeah, I won't go into that.
That's a whole nother interview.
Hard to hear.
I've been through so much death in my family, but I just feel like that just makes me go a lot harder, because I see life is so short, and I don't take anything for granted, and it just makes me go that much harder. So.
Wow. You leave me speechless.
I know.
I mean, honestly, let's let everybody know. I didn't know Vanessa before this. I just recently started talking to you maybe 5 minutes before the interview, which is what we like, because we want everything to be spontaneous and very organic. So, but either way, my condolences again for you and your family. Okay, Vanessa, I gotta say, I applaud you.
Thank you.
all your accomplishments and all the risks that you've taken. Whether you're on radio, TV, movies, it doesn't matter. This show is designed to inspire and motivate, and what you're doing is should be acknowledged and recognized by everybody. Because believe me, people that see this, if you motivate one person, if you inspire one person, that's all it needs. That's all it needs. So congratulations for all that you're doing, and the best of luck. The best of luck in everything that you have coming up. Let everybody know, so we can put it down below on the screen, how they can find you, how they can follow you.
So my Instagram, everything is basically DJ Mizz V, DJ MIZZV. Got a website coming soon. Radio station is This Is Hip Hop Radio every Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will also be on the website. And the only thing I could really plug right now is just check out Dalvin the Great, Good Times, and look out for the video because I'm so excited about it.
Well, I'm sure that if people are following you on Instagram or Facebook, I'm sure you'll plug it in there and people can get a look at it.
Oh yeah, it's all over there. So
yeah, most definitely. And one last question: do you have a name for your company already? Since you're going to start representing and you're going to start, managing, or is there going to be a name, or you're going to go straight just with DJ Mizz V?
I did have one, and I'm still kind of going back and forth because I want to just keep everything Mizz V. But if I do anything, I do have a company that I was working on before called Good Ones, and the slogan was basically whatever you want to be a good one.
Hey, that's true. That's a good one.
There you go.
Exactly. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Good
so
stuff.
Look out.
All right, Vanessa, DJ Mizz V, ladies and gentlemen, that's our interview. Local icon, definitely, most definitely, DJ Mizz V, all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada, and original Chuco Town. Right, artist. So once again, thank you for being here with us and taking this Zoom call. We wish you the best. And for everybody out there,
much.
Absolutely. For everybody out there, follow her. We're going to put all the links below. You guys have the best day. We'll see you guys next time.
This segment is brought to you by Traditions, Parties, and Events, a clean, chic, and cozy venue for any type of event. Your traditions must be celebrated.